Hello, we are live streaming. Are we audible right now? So we have oh my days, we have the countdown again. Are we going to turn it off? Maybe not. Let's try it again today with different setting because we're in public today. And our sign says that life is suffering and extinction is peace. Because only ending all suffering matters, and everybody's suffering can be ended by total extinction. Nothing else is possible. There's practically no probable way for ending any suffering in the world without making all life extinct. So, if you have any argument or have any question, it's the right time to ask.
As long as life continues, there will be inevitable amounts of suffering. There will be starvation, there will be rape, there will be animals eating each other alive, there will be families screaming in war zones. Yeah, as long as life continues. So our goal is basically to end life, to end all suffering, so that now no life is able to experience the suffering ever again. No sentience means total peace for everybody.
Yeah, so we have to take care of all sentient beings. If you have an argument that can prove that we can end all suffering without making all life extinct, it's very urgent to mind this and give attention to the problem, to the solution. So that's why we're gathering, growing and developing the pro-extinction social justice movement. That's why we have to ask the rational questions on how to develop our pro-extinction social justice movement to end the only problem in the world.
Someone says, we don't need to end suffering, stupid movement. OJ, Ty, we invite you to come up here. Why is suffering good? Why should we accept extreme amounts of suffering? Right? It's mirrored, yeah, we know. But we're not really able to change it right now, I guess. Oh, maybe we are. Wait.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah. Coming up to request a discussion. Can you hear us?
We're audible, I think. We must be. One mic is low battery.
Yeah.
This mic is low battery.
Okay. So some people are definitely understanding that we're in the need of getting shared right now. Hello Weapon, hello some other guests.
Do you think people should stop reproducing and let things run its course? We suggest violence. We suggest ending violence. The only way where there's violence. We suggest ending violence. The only way where there's violence. We suggest ending violence. The only way where there's violence.
Yeah, hello there. We're still here. And we still need questions from you or arguments that can prove how we can prevent everyone from suffering, how we can intervene and help everybody. Because nothingness, non-existence of every life is realistically the only option. Of any more quality than just stating facts.
Do you want to only stop human life or all life? If you stop human life, animals still each other alive, nature runs its course, and there's predation, there's starvation, there's hunger, disease. Extraterrestrial life could form on other planets and suffer too as well in the cosmos, right? So we have to make all life extinct in the universe, all sentience as fast as far as possible, so that we have the optimal outcome of zero suffering.
Yeah, the basically peaceful outcome can be when every life can be made extinct. That's the achievement that could be good enough from life. So we're accepting someone right now.
I'm not sure why is ending suffering so important? What kind of question is that even? Is ending child rape important, or should we let it happen? If you let it happen, you're causing it, and you're the rapist, you're the sadist that tortures animals, right?
Yes, allowing it is the same as causing it.
James Hudon, yeah, he's also a good activist from the pro-extinction movement.
Yeah, it's gathering more social justice support on our Abolish Suffering Discord and our website proextinction.com. The microphone, I'm gonna check. It's red. Okay. All right.
But how is it our right as human beings? Why do we have to have an authority to have a right to just think, right? We have to think suffering is bad. Why do you have the right to force somebody, to impose life on somebody else, to force them into extreme sufferings, to force them into rape, starvation, into death, into life, right? We're ending force.
Life is the greatest violation of consent, and continuing to
No,
Yeah, you did. You didn't type in the password, did you?
I did. Some times ago.
Okay. Are we live streaming again? Yeah, we are. Great. Hello there, we have viewers, I guess. Let us know your questions or arguments
Is the
we
only
can
bad thing. Why should
bring
we
you.
promote it if we can reject it and it's extremely evil? What do you mean it's rare? Why does it matter? It's bad because it lets innocent beings suffer. What is the answer? It's not like some bad experience. There's rape, there's starvation. Animals will always eat each other alive, right? There will always be torture.
Okay. Can you hear me? Okay. Let me know if you can hear me. Dominic, can you tell me if you can hear me? Am I audible?
You should be. It's red.
Thank
but
you.
It's, okay, nice.
So we can go. Can you hold this? I'm gonna carry this, so
What should I hold?
you just hold this.
Okay. You sure we
Yeah.
can use the hotspot?
Yeah, we're using it.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's keep going. What do you think, viewers? Can we solve any suffering without causing extinction of every life as far as practically possible in the cosmos?
Maybe we will take some interviews with the public and film that. That would be interesting.
Yeah. We're having the sign, walking to our destination. So casually. Hello. Yeah. So
Yeah.
let us know.
Would you like to approach people and I film you?
Approach people.
Maybe let's put a back there. New format, that's right. We're gonna try live streaming interviews and maybe debating on, yeah, just outdoor live streaming. Proextinction is the dumbest movement in the world. Why is it dumb? It's based on rational evidence, on rational facts. As long as there's life, there will be suffering. It's inevitable. Suffering is the only bad thing, right? Rape is bad, obviously. Starvation is bad. Animals eating each other alive. Animals being exploited by humans, that's bad. And it should end, right? And the only way to end it is to make all life extinct. Where are you from? We're in Bayreuth, Germany. In Bavaria. Yeah. Why is wanting extinction irrational? Yeah. Are you active, Joshua? It's good that you understand this, but the next step is to do activism, to actually help the sufferers, to help the victims of life.
Yeah. We cannot just allow the extreme suffering in the world to happen, because letting it happen is the same as causing it, and the victims urgently need intervention. We have to help every potential life victim. Can you propose a better solution or any solution that's not causing total extinction of every life? Yeah.
Maybe we should sit down somewhere.
Yeah, we
Maybe
can.
not.
Mirror.
It's so weird with the mirror, I don't understand this.
Yeah. Let's go.
Wait, where are you? Here. Okay.
Yep.
So, does somebody want to debate us? Come up. We must end all suffering. No human should suffer, no animal should suffer, just no one should suffer. We are extremely privileged as humans, right? We can walk around the city, have fun, but there's imprisonment, there's enslavement, there are animals being tortured by the hands of humans, by the hands of nature. I hate life for what it's imposing on other sentient beings.
Yeah,
My life is nice, of course, but I think of others that are tortured because you want to propose life, you want to impose it on them for you to have fun of it and then die anyways.
So we have to oppose the pro-life system. The nature suffering is ingrained in the nature of life itself. So we must fight against the cause of all suffering. We have to oppose all the biological components by the scientific progress. We need scientific support from the pro-extinction social justice movement we're gathering, because without it we wouldn't be able to help anyone. We would be just the same as the helpless wild animals that continue to get starved, tortured, raped, suffering to death in the cycles of life cruelty.
Of course we're serious. Suffering is serious and suffering should end.
Do we have any questions? Requests to discuss?
Are your parents pro-extinction? That's what they're asking. Doesn't matter what my parents are.
Yeah.
Are you suicidal? No. We oppose suicide. We should take everyone out of life, not yourself, right? If we die, if I die, if I kill myself, the world keeps running, right? Animals still eat each other alive. There will still be torture, starvation. No life should exist, and for that we need humans, stable humans, right? Of course we're atheistic. We don't
There's
believe
no
in magic.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a vegan wants to co-host with us. That's the client, right?
Yeah, we don't do co-host. We can accept a discussion. Go a little faster.
A little faster? Okay.
A car.
Ah, okay.
So
Elias wants to join. Elias is a fellow extinctionist, but he
Yeah,
had
let's
an
discuss it.
argument with Steve. Why he doesn't do extinction activism.
so my mic died? No.
Your mic
it
died?
didn't.
No, it
No.
didn't. Maybe let's sit
Hello.
down somewhere.
I guess for now. Hello, Elias, you're up. Yeah. We can't
Elias,
hear you.
hello.
You requested a discussion, I guess. Anyone can invite anyone who can contribute productively to addressing the social justice support. And you might even come up with some solution to suffering that doesn't entail ending every life in the cosmos.
How are you going to do it? How are you going to bring on extinction? Well, we have to research what's the most vast and most thorough method, and for that we need people of different fields. We need activists to gather those people. So we do activism, gather the people from different fields of technology, of science, of artificial and general intelligence, and then we will find out the methods and do anything to cause it to end all suffering.
Yeah, we have to take realistic steps. Firstly, society must support this because the only intelligence that's capable of solving suffering is from humanity. And scientific methods can allow it, in the end, causing total extinction of every life.
Someone said it's too English for him, but he wants to debate tonight with me in German. This is a modern that believes in afterlife, and he always says like, how can you prove that there's no afterlife?
Yeah. Are we in the frame right now?
No, I guess not. We should find a better place to live stream. We're in the middle of the world.
Yeah.
We're not from Netherlands, we are from Germany. I am from Germany, they are from Poland.
Yep.
Does that even all bacteria should die because you want every living thing to stop reproducing? It's not about stopping reproducing, it's not about sterilization, it's about euthanasia, right? And it's
Firstly-
about suffering and potential suffering. So if you leave bacteria out, they will evolve into
Yep.
sentient beings and then they will suffer too.
Only the most efficient outcome of ending suffering, the most effectively possible matters. Secondly, as fast as possible. And thirdly, potentially, as painless as possible.
How are you going to do it? Well, there are different methods. There's AGI, there's false vacuum decay, there's strange matter. We don't know. We're not that arrogant to say in 10 years or in 10,000 years this and this will happen. We must determine the most vast and most thorough extinction, and for that we do activism to find people of different fields.
Yep.
Yes, we of course support AI. We are in Bayreuth, Germany. Now we're live streaming later. We're gonna do some street interviews with people, maybe even on live stream.
So this. Yeah. And you can come up for a discussion because you can be audible here. We're not going to only read out your idiotic comments, but maybe you can find out a rational argument or a question that can progress how we can prevent everyone's suffering in the world.
Have you brought anyone to the movement on the streets? Yes, we have a few people that we gather on the streets, we talk to them and they join the movement, but it's not really about that. It's about doing interviews, it's about showing the public that pro-life system is ruined, that pro-life system doesn't make sense. It's about showing the public the truth, showing the public some people agree to the red button, some people don't, they're stupid, they don't have arguments. These people are ends to the mean. How is it called? I don't know. But it's not about convincing people on the street, it's about making videos and just growing the social justice movement. But it's growing exponentially, of course. With street interviews, we've got many, many different new activists from different fields. It's not about veganism. We're not gonna let wild animals suffer.
Someone requested a discussion, I guess.
Yeah, but we have to go from this place because they know me and they hate me. We start growing the pro-extinction movement, right?
We have to do anything we can to progress the societal support, then the scientific methods to, in the end, implement the solution that's possible to help everybody from the life system that's oppressing everyone, causing victims by forcing everyone to survive the cruel cycle of suffering inevitable as long as life exists.
We have a request from Based Anti-Life.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, should I speak in English or German? What is more fitting?
Hello.
They don't know English, so they don't know German, so we have to do it in English.
Okay, English. All right. Firstly, I would like to ask some questions. Okay. With which we can work then, right?
Sure.
Okay. Do you guys think, or would you agree that non-existence is preferable to existence?
Definitely.
Okay. How can you argue for such claim if there's no subject who can feel anything?
What was the question? Did you understand it?
No, I didn't understand it.
Can you repeat?
I can just repeat the question. If there's no subject who can feel anything, because there's no sentient life in non-existence, how can you make a claim that it's a state which is advanced or prior to the state of existence?
Well, you don't need a subject for states to be good. A state of zero rape is good, even if there's nobody to experience it, right? It's just pure safety from the alternative space that would be existence with victims being forced to suffer and endure extreme suffering, right?
So you
it's good if you have an empty torture room, right?
Yeah, so you make an objective. Do you know some ethic words? So for theory, because you guys are making an ethical statement.
We're not about philosophy, we're about progressing the movement to end our suffering.
But your basis is in philosophy.
I guess.
Your theory is aligned in philosophy. That's why I'm asking if you guys have some knowledge about
We're based on facts. The scientific probability for ending all suffering How can you prove we can end any suffering without causing extinction of every life?
Yeah, you make an ethical statement, which is that suffering is a bad thing, and we should demolish it to non-existence.
How is it an ethical statement? Suffering is bad because victims experience a bad, an unpleasant experience.
Yeah,
it's
and you say
objective
it's
fact. It's not about philosophy. If there's only one fact, if there's child rape is bad. There's no other fact, no subjective, objective.
Nothing else matters.
Right.
There definitely is. It's also with veganism or other ethical propositions, because you give said suffering a specific value, which gives it an ethical weight, and that's an ethical statement, just like I said. So you say suffering is a bad thing for the individual or as a whole. That's an ethical statement.
Because it's bad for the victims. It's not about us.
That's an ethical statement. You're making an ethical statement, so you need
What's
to
your
have
point?
a basis in philosophy.
What's your point, right?
My point is that you can't say non-existence.
What's your point?
is preferable. Yeah, I'm repeating my point. My point is that you can't say non-existence is preferable because there's no subject which can feel pain or anything else. And it's hard to
Again,
say
if
in
you
a
have a
statement
torture
this-
room and there were tortured there were people tortured in this room, and then you close this room, then that's good because the alternative would be torture in this room, right?
That's exactly my point, and that's the problem with the entire movement, or at least I think it's a problem, because you guys think that an ontological statement like non-existence is preferable to existence can be made if there's no subject. So
Yeah, because no suffering is better than suffering, and if there's nobody, they don't need pleasure, right? Just mathematics, basically.
but you can only make that
Safety
statement
from infinite
if you're
suffering.
existing. You can only make that statement if you're existing.
So you want to state that suffering is bad. You want to exist just to say that suffering is bad. You want
No,
to
I
allow
never
the
said
extreme
that.
suffering just to say that it's
I never
bad.
said that thing. What I'm saying
So
is
we
that you can only
should
say
breed
suffering
children
is
to
bad if
rape
you
them,
exist.
so then we can say rape is bad, because if we don't, we can't say it's bad. You're just a philosophy moment without anything. Now it works.
Yeah.
Hello, we're back.
Yeah. Technical issues, but let us know still. What are the ways without bigotry that we could end all suffering? How we could realistically prevent any suffering in the world?
What do you mean no argument at all? We have a new FAQ on the website about the stupid question, how can non-existence is better if there's nobody to experience it? You should really read it. It's really structured debunk of your stupid argument that we should force kids to get raped so we can say that it's bad and then they die and they can't say it anymore. What the fuck?
Yeah. You're not making any sense. If any then request a discussion. Or let us know in the chat any question that could help. What are you doing?
I'm fixing this so it doesn't shake. Oh, we can turn off background noise. Are we audible, by the way?
Yep. I think I know where we should go.
Where?
To the right?
To the right.
Let's just go. Do
Okay.
you think we can prevent any suffering in the world without supporting the pro-extinction movement? What are your solutions to the extreme suffering that's inevitable as long as life exists in the world?
There are 0 comments. That can't be true. Or maybe it is.
Yeah. You can also request a discussion. You can be audible here.
Maybe some other people want to come up and debate that are not like philosophical moderns
Yeah, if
without
you
any claim.
Yeah, if you have really any point or a question that could help in developing anything productive to ending suffering, something that can be good, let us know. Can we maybe change? You could hold the sign for a bit.
Sure, what about this?
You too? Could
Okay.
you take this?
What did they ask? They asked if you're circumcised. What does it have to do with that?
Yeah, we're not against human reproduction. We're in favor of ensuring that the most suffering can be prevented in the world at any cost, and we need intelligence for that. Not only artificial intelligence, of course. Firstly, humanity can develop towards causing total extinction to end the source of every life's suffering. Someone's commenting, I think you guys have a problem. New generation, they don't know what's going on. Try to be something. Something like what? What can be good in this world? Can you say what is good about life that can justify prolonging the existence of extreme suffering such as starvation, predation, torture?
Is the sign audible? Visible?
The sign.
Sign. Oh, there it is. Yeah.
We are not antinatalists.
Antinatalism transfers it to wild animals and it lessens the chance of us getting to total extinction. Less humans,
Yep.
less rational minds. We need to support procreation as a necessary evil. Otherwise, right, animals can't help themselves, right?
Exactly. What do you think could end any suffering in the world? If not uniting intelligence towards scientifically causing extinction of every life as far as physically possible. We're not encouraging total death.
Life encourages total death. Everyone is mortal, everyone will die, they will reproduce, and the children will die again. We're encouraging safety from death, safety from suffering, safety from life, safety from any bad experience, basically.
There are some guests that could maybe join us in a voice discussion.
Alright, you can invite them. I hope they're still audible.
Yep, let us know. If you can hear us, let us know, please. This way, no, this way, okay.
Luke, do you know where we are going?
I think we're gonna turn left, right.
Right. There's nothing there anymore. No people.
No, we can take the circle where I know where I'm going.
Okay.
Wanna...
I live in the city and you know it better than me. Right.
So let us know your relevant questions. Request of discussion if you have an argument that can contribute well to society. And is there an argument against causing total extinction to prevent all life from continuing to suffer? Seems like you enjoy life. Why eradicate it? Because we cannot make allowing the extreme torture of some individuals, even if there was one individual who would extremely suffer, we cannot allow their suffering to happen. We cannot cause it. If we would have to be sadistic to do that.
Of course we have like pleasures in some things. We're extremely privileged, but if you have the option to press that button, eradicate our meaningless pleasures and eradicate all life, all suffering, all possibilities of suffering and life ever returning back, of course we would do it. Otherwise, yeah, as Luke said, it would be extremely sadistic to say, hey, I want to eat my ice cream and have fun for 5 or 50 years or whatever, and others should get tortured and die and have extreme bad experiences, right?
Yep.
Why is it not logically coherent? Come here and talk to us if you have any arguments, except if there's no life, there's nobody to experience good from it. Everyone would agree, like if you know that if you're gonna force a child into the world and they're gonna get like cancer and die, why don't you do it, right? Because you want to save the child from suffering, and if you're forcing them to exist and to die, they will suffer, but they are not there to experience it. So why don't you force them into life, rape them, and then give them a kiss to say, hey, now you can have pleasure, now you can benefit from this freedom of suffering? No, preventing them is better than curing diseases and curing wounds until eternity.
Exactly.
This is pro-extinction, of course. It's not a philosophy, it's based on facts. Suffering is bad, suffering is inevitable, suffering should end because it's the only bad thing. Yeah, the only way to end all suffering is to prevent all life from experiencing it.
Yeah, we have to fight for it at any cost. We cannot allow extreme suffering to happen. For what do you say? We're not in favor of allowing survival to harm every life, everywhere potentially possible to prevent it. We have to fight for it. Fight for preventing survival from forcing life victims to suffer. Thanks for your gift. Do you have a question, or have you joined our Abolish Suffering Discord to support our pro-extinction social justice movement? Someone's saying it makes sense that we should all survive cooperatively. So you're saying cooperation would make even allowing one extreme torture victim to happen acceptable?
Oh, Best wants to come up. Best, I know you're a troll. No, you're really irrational, but we can try in English, I guess.
If they're still here, I guess no more.
Okay.
Okay.
Nature is wrong, yeah. Heart emoji, join our movement. Go to the proextinction.com manifesto. It's also in the bio of this account. And join us, do activism. Understanding is irrelevant. It doesn't matter if you understand. Many people understand. You have to fight for what you stand for, right? You have to fight for total extinction. You have to fight for eradicating all suffering.
Yeah. Maybe let's switch. Let's switch.
Okay, you will take this again?
Yeah.
Alright.
Someone's saying debating the pro-extinction argument something.
No, it was the AI summary.
Oh. Really?
So,
I didn't know.
no healthy people will support you. So what are they supporting then? They support child rape, they support starvation, they support predation, they support animal torture. Is this really healthy to you? Support those stuff? They're just determined to be sadists, they're just determined to be irrational, right?
Yeah.
And we're determined to end all suffering. What do you think about Jesus Christ? We don't believe in any nonsense in Jesus Christ. We don't believe in any nonsense in illogical stuff.
Yeah. Oh, I have to take a water break. Do you want to drink water?
I'm fine. We're not nihilists, right? Life is meaningless, but there's extreme suffering as long as there's life. And the suffering is real. The suffering is experienced by real subjects, by real individuals, and it must end. And therefore we must pursue extinction. Weapon, we've invited you 10 times. Come up and tell us the truth, right? Suffering is the truth. As suffering exists, suffering is bad. What do you mean the truth?
Can you tell any facts? Or are you going to be delusional again?
Your God enjoys torturing children. That's right. If there would be a God, it would be an extremely evil one, and there's no evidence for that. A benevolent, omnipotent God would create a world like this with extreme sufferings enabled to it. The life is frozen, what? No, I don't think so.
That might be just some delays.
Great day to be in Europe. Yeah, we are in Europe, we have fun, we are privileged, but most of life born into this hell suffers extreme. And also in Europe, we've walked around the city, there are homeless people that are starving, they don't have a bed, right? There's also suffering. If you go into the forest in Europe, animals still each other alive, right? We're just privileged, but we have to acknowledge extreme suffering, we have to be empathetic.
We have to focus on suffering the most effectively possible. The majority of sufferers are wild animals, and we have to take care of every life that can evolve into extreme suffering everywhere in the cosmos as effectively as we can. There's no other intelligent thing to live, work, or develop for.
Do I have...
Are we there? Can you hear us?
Yeah, there are new comments, it's fine.
Yeah.
Of course, there's still suffering in our first world country. Also, we suffer from like small, meaningless stuff. We always have needs, and if we're deprived of that needs, we suffer, right? But we're talking about mainly extreme suffering, wars, starvation, predation, rape, animals eating each other alive, animals surviving, having to survive in bad conditions, having to fight for it.
Yep, we have to prioritize the extreme suffering victims. We have to find a solution for everybody's suffering and prevent everyone from extreme dangerous conditions and environments. We have to make safety for everyone, provide peace by non-existence.
What do you mean kill them? Life kills everybody. We're not immortal, right? Life kills everybody. Life forces beings to exist in this hellhole, to inevitably suffer and then die, right? And then they get killed. They get killed by life. Everybody is mortal. Our goal is zero death, zero fear of death, zero suffering, zero birth, just total peace for everybody. Because there's nobody existing to experience anything, right?
Maybe let's bring it to the middle, like. Yeah. If you have any question or an argument, let us know. We're going to live stream a little bit more, and while we're present here, we can discuss.
Maybe we should try interviewing people on the streets. What do you think?
Yeah.
Would you like to do it? We should go into the middle of the city, and then you can interview and I will film you. This will be interesting, and we can make videos out of it.
Yeah, live stream.
Yeah. Okay. Are you done with your water break?
Yep.
All right.
Should I take the sign and this?
The sign and this? Will this be possible? I would rather if you take this, but okay.
Yeah, okay, I'll take this.
All right, thanks.
So, we're still here, open to a debate or any questions that can progress our movement already from the pro-extinction perspective, because there's nothing other than the pro-extinction social justice movement that's working to end all suffering in the world. We have to provide safety for everyone, every life. And we have to care for every sentient being, every sentient life. So we have to care for every potential suffering victim of life.
Do you take this movement seriously? Of course it's serious. It's real facts. There is extreme suffering. It's not just a word we talk about on a TikTok live stream. There is inevitable suffering. There's rape, there's starvation. Animals tear each other apart when they're children. Most animals die as infants. They get ripped apart. They suffer by starvation, by harsh weather conditions, right? And of course we have to seriously work towards ending all of this kind of suffering, because it's the only bad thing, and the only thing that matters in this meaningless world is extreme inevitable suffering. I'm from Germany, they are from Poland.
Do you have any relevant questions about how we can end everyone's suffering in the world?
Yeah, we are in Germany right now, doing activism to end all suffering. Talking to people in life, talking to people on the streets, right? Making content to expose the pro-life system that keeps everybody suffering and imposed in life, and just to get tortured and die.
Yeah.
What do you mean anti-abortion?
Do you think abortion could end anyone's suffering in the world? Well, preventing human life, it would just increase wildlife suffering. When there is less humans, there's more wildlife.
Yeah. The leader of the movement is not James Sidon, and it's not a joke.
So I should okay, the sign from this side. Yeah, I figured out how to show the sign. And now, yeah.
Right. What are we protesting about, against, for? We're protesting for the extinction, eradication of all suffering that is inevitable as long as there's sentient life. Extinction for all, extinction for everybody. We protest for nothingness, right? Because nothingness is the only it's the only place of for peace for everybody. Opinion on suicide.
We have to have realistic goals of helping everyone. We're not idolizing any rash actions that would lead to suffering. Pro-life actions such as suicide.
Animals and bugs to grasp suffering that could evolve into cosmos. Even for animals, of course. Animals should be safe from suffering too. And the only state where they're safe from suffering is non-existence. We are in Bayreuth, near Nürnberg in Bavaria. It's not about humanity. We have to keep humanity running, keep humanity healthy, until we figure out the means to a vast and thorough extinction for everybody. Of course, if humanity goes first, animals can't help themselves, but that's not our goal. That's why we're not pro-suicide, pro-antinatalism or stuff. No, I just explained. Antinatalism, if humans stop reproducing, animals can't help themselves, right? We're just increasing wildlife, we're increasing wildlife suffering.
We have to focus on preventing the greater suffering. That's why intelligence must go last.
Yeah. Child murder, yeah, that's extremely bad and extremely evil. And as long as there's life, there's child murder. Our goal is zero child murder, zero suffering for every sentient life.
The only way to limit this continuation of suffering cycles of life is total extinction.
Since I can't stop suffering on my own, I will stay an antinatalist and won't have children. Who are you gonna help, right? You're helping your children, but you're not raising a finger to help everybody, to help anybody except your child to be free from suffering. You're not even reducing suffering, you're increasing suffering.
Yep.
Every human takes up resources. If your child doesn't take them, about 100,000 animals can take up that space, take up those resources, and they will suffer instead. So, what do you mean? This is like an accelerationist. Now he's an antinatalist also, I guess.
Moron.
It's not about consent. You know what else people don't consent to? They don't consent to die. They don't consent to getting imposed into this hell. They don't consent to getting raped, to starve. Right? They not consent to this shit. But this will
The
continue
pro-life
as long.
system sustains.
Yeah. Yes, but after all other animals in life is gone, how will humanity figure out a way to keep life gone? Yeah, we have to look for a vast and thorough extinction, of course. Life shouldn't come back. Maybe we can use artificial general intelligence for this, right? We don't know. That's why we do activism, to find people that work with us, to get more brains on this. Do you think we are immortal? Do you think death doesn't take their lives without their consent? Do you think people consent to death? Like, what the fuck? We're preventing that anybody has to die against their will, against their consent. No, AGI won't suffer.
So someone asked, will AGI suffer? So when we're developing a greater intelligence, it's obviously going to favor preventing suffering.
Yeah.
It is going to be capable of ending everyone's suffering and its own.
Dying naturally is the most evil of all. Dying naturally means having cancer. Dying naturally means dying of being eaten alive, being ripped apart, starving to death, being torn apart in a war zone. That means natural death. Peaceful euthanasia for everybody is nothing compared to this, and it ends all suffering. It prevents all suffering. Yeah, it's not about Earth only. It is pretty obvious that there's other life on other planets, and that should go extinct too, right? To help as much life in the cosmos as possible to not suffer anymore. Let's go to this place and interview some individuals. Dr. Iridium, are you pro-extinction? Join the movement to end all suffering. Okay, we're gonna do some interviews now. Hi, Arya. All right.
Hi. Can you hear me?
The mics are already dead. Almost dead.
Okay.
But we can take one interview maybe, I hope.
Let's go. Can you show us? Yeah. Should we be on this sunny place?
It's a dead city, so I don't know if even people will approach us.
I'm frying.
Yeah. We are in Bayreuth, Germany, protesting. We haven't had a single conversation because we are focusing on doing live streams, talking to people online.
Responding to your idiotic comments, unfortunately, but
Yeah.
you can request a live stream discussion.
Yeah.
We can hear you, or you can ask us any relevant questions. Let me know if you can hear me right now.
We can, that's good.
Thanks. Yeah, life is extremely suffering in the world. That's why we must fight for eradicating the source of all suffering, realistically, as far as practically possible.
The sound is nice, that is good. We have cool mics, but they're dying in a few minutes, so we take a few interviews and then we have to leave.
Maybe. Hello, what do you think? Yeah, people on the streets think mostly nothing.
You think life is not distressed, there will always be distress as long as they're suffering. What do you mean? Let's go to the Sternplatz. This is a good spot for activism, and then we can film you or me doing interviews.
Yeah, let's head there.
The sun is really hot.
Oh, it's difficult.
Another reason to make all life extinct so that nobody has to endure
Yeah, it's
harsh weather again.
Imagine the perspective of wild animals who have no shelter in some Sahara place.
Yeah.
The environments that sustain life are really brutal. It's ensuring cruel reproduction of the life cycles driven by escape from suffering, which is impossible without intelligently causing extinction of every life. To really escape any suffering, it's not possible. I hope I'm not too loud by the bag hitting my back. Yeah.
Let's do this tomorrow again. I think it's a great idea. And tomorrow it's Saturday, so there will be way more people here in the streets.
Yeah. We'll see.
You can also go to another city maybe.
Let us know if you would like to see the How Extinction video explanation on TikTok. And question everything rationally, intelligently, please. Or request a discussion to showcase your argument. We can hear you.
We've never been nihilists. What do you mean nihilism? Right? Life is suffering. The suffering is bad. It's not like neutral. It's extremely bad for the individuals experiencing this bad suffering. So this must end. It's not about nihilism, right? Suffering is bad.
Yeah.
Suffering must end. It's not about veganism, right? Veganism doesn't solve anything. Veganism transfers the suffering to wild animals. What is the point?
Everyone's suffering is the only problem in the world to solve.
Is all suffering bad? Of course. If it's not
Yeah.
bad, then it's not suffering. If I go to the tattoo shop and get a tattoo, then it's pain, but not suffering. I actively decide to get this pain. Atheists, of course, don't believe in any kind of magic.
So what do you say is the greater good?
Here's the shadow, we can take interviews here.
Oh yeah.
This is der Sternenplatz. Some atheists believe in magic, what do you mean? Okay. Our job is to make all life extinct, to end all bad experiences, to end all suffering. That's our job. And take the bag.
Thanks. Let us know any relevant questions or arguments you could debate. Because there's no other goal that can provide safety for every life. Can you prove that we can help anybody without causing extinction of every life? Let's do it the other way. Yeah, like this way. So let us know, because we're here to develop towards progressing the outcome of zero suffering. That's the only thing that matters. Safety by total extinction is what we fight for, because it's the only thing that we know can cause peace for every life. Hello. What do you think? So, would you press the red button, which would cause every life to be vanished, so that it never comes back again into causing extremely bad experiences? When you're not pressing the red button, you're essentially causing all the suffering, all the children getting tortured to death, animals getting raped, humans suffering from extreme illnesses. It's going to continue unless we can intervene and cause total extinction.
I feel like you should get into the middle more.
Come again.
I feel like you should go into the middle more and maybe
Middle.
hold the street up.
Yeah, we can
I think
try.
so.
Are there any comments that are relevant?
They talk about religion and Islam.
Ah,
Any kind of irrationality is stupid and pointless.
Yeah.
Here in Germany.
the worst problem in the world, that's the greatest stupidity is allowing the pro-life system to continue to harm every life, everywhere. As long as intelligence doesn't intervene and causes, as long as intelligence doesn't cause total extinction, it's allowing all the suffering, therefore causing all the suffering to continue. All the torture, rape, disease, suffering. It's the only problem in the world to solve, the extreme suffering of every life. We must focus on solving it effectively.
There's someone asking, what is your solution? What is our solution?
We have to develop the societal support, the pro-extinction social justice movement, to then implement the scientific way to cause total extinction. There's nothing else that we can support that will cause the outcome of peace, the outcome of zero suffering for every life.
I still eat meat. What you gotta do about it, plant eater? It's not about what you eat, it's not about what you not eat. Veganism and not veganism, they're both causing suffering. One to wild animals, one to farm animals. It all must end by making all life extinct and helping all animals, all individuals.
Can you end predation, starvation, diseases without causing total extinction ever?
I guess it will die soon.
Let's
few
save
minutes.
it for later.
So let's end the live stream.
Yeah.
Okay.
See you later.
Go live in German and in English. And then we're gonna go live tomorrow the whole day doing
Yeah.
street interviews.
And watch the recording of this at Proextinction Universal YouTube.
Alright, bye.